Who invited this massive sweat, by the way?
Why am I got? Oh my god, the gap is stupid for me.
Lovely. That's what I was hoping he'd do. Beautiful stuff.
Keep following, keep following. Well, we haven't heard from Leo yet, so he's definitely sweating.
Here we go. Lights are nearly out on the Brazilian Grand Prix. Here we go. Who gets a good launch at the beginning of this? Let's see. We've got Malacor in the lead. He was from pole position. It looks like positions are basically staying. Oh my goodness, there's a move from Joker up the inside, but Ginger does take it back. We've got Unreals coming up the back line here. Can he make a move into this? Josh, what do you think about that start? That was pretty
yeah,
pretty
it's
spicy.
a difficult start for, I think, for a few people at the back, especially the Redbulls. They seem to like linger a moment there.
Yeah, they look like they bogged down a lot. It seems like it's kind of settling in a little bit. We've got a couple of POVs here that we're going to get. We're going to be getting some Red Bull POV and the Mercedes POV. So Malacor's stretching his lead out.
Ryan, can I ask a favour?
Oh, interesting. We've got a favour coming in. Oh.
Invert the cars, invert the cars.
Wow, so we're going to get team orders early on. There they go.
Wow.
Did you see that coming, Josh? I didn't.
No, I think it might be too early in the day to make that kind of call, but obviously Unreals thinks he's got pace
Yeah,
to
well,
catch up.
he's going to have to show that pace pretty soon because the Mercedes boys are really making a move.
1.6 second gap already in one lap. I mean, it looks like the Red Bulls are struggling for pace at this circuit. I don't know about you.
I mean, it could be. It can't be tyres, right? Surely it's only lap one.
Yeah, roll on softs.
Yeah, I mean, this is a favoured track of Unreal's. I've heard him say a lot of the times in pre-race interviews, where he does like this track. But let's see if he's got that pace. I mean, I don't know if he'd say that one, but Twitter would definitely say that, I would believe.
I think it might be
And that gap is coming down. It looks pretty stable at the moment, I'd say. It looks fairly stable. I mean, the Red Bulls are close together, the Mercedes are close together. Bit of track limits there.
The two Red Bulls.
Yeah, a little bit.
It
Of
looks
track
like the
limits.
Mercedes pair are pushing really hard against each other. I just wonder to see if they will actually start pushing too far on the limit.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, we've got. It looks like that pace that Unreals has been talking about. It doesn't look like it's there.
No, it's not. Do you think he's struggling to get the tyres warmed up?
I mean, it could be. It could well be. I mean, both of them Mercs they're leaving pretty quickly. But we're seeing this Red Bull battle here. Will them positions get switched back over? Because it looks like Joker's pace is a lot higher than Unreal's. Oh, hello. This could be something.
It looks like they're switching the cars here. Yeah, it looked like Unreals was giving way, giving the position back.
That's nice.
Bottas, Hamilton from a couple of years ago.
That's nice to see, to be fair. That's nice team play. And I think that hopefully will help them in this race going forward to catch these
2.5
Mercedes.
seconds between the Mercedes, though. That's a big gap to catch up in only 3 laps. It's a huge space.
Yeah, I think a lot of that kind of jostling around with the position early on has caused quite a lot of, you could say, pace loss. But do you think the Mercedes are going to actually close up? Does Ginger have the pace on Malacor, do you reckon?
Well, we know that Ginger is he likes to cap at certain circuits, so it could be a bit of inter-team play here where they're just using the pace to get away from the two Red Bulls. It could be a bit of that, but we know he does like to he likes to play the game a little bit, does our Ginger.
He does. Ginger is a bit of a cap merchant, you may say.
Yeah, especially at Brazil.
Yeah, very much so. We've got the DRS open now. We're on lap 3. Looks like Unreals is having a look.
For a move back. Yeah, are they switching positions or is this racing?
I don't think this looks like racing. I don't think.
Oh,
he's gone
had an
wide.
issue there.
He's gone wide. Oh, here we go. We've got Leo making a move. But Leo, it's not Leo. It's Ginger. Goodness me.
Yeah. Good move.
He goes up the inside. Does he hold it? Oh, a bit wide there on Malacor, but he does just slot in behind. Wow, what a move. What a move from
tidy
Ginger.
up there on turn 4. You could do a lot better on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
This is they're now 3.6 seconds from the pair behind, and this could hinder their performance here.
Yeah, definitely. I think you've got the Mercedes now. They're going to start fighting. It looks like Malacor he's right on the back of Ginger here and isn't letting him breathe, basically, really smothering him all over with this pace. I reckon them Red Bulls. Oh, okay. Let's ignore that one, FIA.
Wow, Malacor, come on.
I mean, you can actually Josh, look at that gap already. Nearly 6 tenths.
Yeah, 6 tenths in 1 lap.
Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this. Hang on a minute.
Malacor's got a moment.
Really
He's got
close.
a pace.
Oh, side by side coming into here. Oh, has he just nicked it? Oh, I don't know. Wow, look at
Nice
this.
side by side, yeah. To the line.
Lots of
Respect from both teammates here. This really clean, nice racing. It's a surprise to see actually from these two.
Yeah, it's very. Oh, we got a message. Leo is not just pushing me. He's. This is the most tense racing I've ever had with him. This is ridiculous. Wow. Okay, so that to me sounds like a message from Malacor, trying to tell the team, I'm faster. Let me. And he goes for a move up the inside out of nowhere.
Wow. What a little dive bomb that is. And Malacor is not known for this. He's normally a bit of a melt when it comes to some.
Maybe alternate +1 at the moment.
Oh, and that's at the same time we've had a message in from the Red Bull team about
strategy,
tyre strats.
Yeah, and pit stops.
Be a good idea.
Ginger's having an issue in sector 3, I see, when it comes off that final turn on the high-speed left-hander.
Yeah, he's dropping back quite considerably. I think
if he's not careful here, he's going to fall into the grasps of Joker, it seems.
Yeah, Joker's pace is very much on the same level as the Mercedes, definitely when they're fighting. It's a shame about Unreal's, even though it's a stronger track, that he's kind of not quite there on a pace, but hopefully after the pit stops we'll see that change. But are we going to get a move from Ginger again up into turn 3, turn 4 here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah.
He tries to get it off though, and it seems he looks like he's saving the ERS potentially for another lap. So I reckon there could be a little aggressive attack going on in the next couple of laps. Let's see.
I'd imagine so. I mean, we probably will be up around the pit stop area with these softs at some point. I'm certain they'd be about 7, 8, 9. We're kind of looking at them softs kind of falling off here. Going back onto that radio message earlier on from Malacor about Ginger really pushing him super hard is, I think that was a team. I think that was team play. Do you reckon?
Looks like the Mercedes are struggling for grip at sector 3. It seems like every single one seems to be falling out wide. Is this the tyres going off? So we got to watch out.
Hang on a minute. Has Joker got DRS here on Ginger?
It looks like he's got the pace here.
See if that DRS opens. He doesn't quite have it, but I think he's going to be right on top of him next, Josh.
Did you notice there, Josh? He had his flashing light at the back as well. Is that look? He's using all of his DRS to gain up, so he might struggle to get an overtake done because he's depleted his entire storage. But it looks like Ginger has the same issue. So Malacor is definitely keeping the boys straight and true here.
Keeping a lot of honesty going on, I think. A lot of honesty and pace. Yeah, Malacor doesn't seem to have any. I haven't seen that light blinking yet at all. So
he must be really sweating in this race. I
would not be surprised. Malacor sweats all day long. I've heard from his team, from his camp, a couple of his old teammates.
Damp racing suit, I've heard.
Yeah, very damp racing. Sometimes we're not just talking about the pits. So the main thing I think that we're going to look at now, we've probably got some pit stops coming up, I would imagine. Soon.
Well, we know from the Redbulls with Unreals that there is definitely a +1. So the average pit stop here is lap 8 or 9. So we could expect maybe a lap 10 for one of the Redbulls.
Yeah, definitely thinking around that lap 10 could be. Oh, we've got a. Oh, I thought Malacor was going into the pits then. Oh, someone's got in.
We have someone going to pits. It's Ginger. He's gone in.
The other Mercedes on a different strategy.
Right, so it seems that maybe Joker is chasing down the lead Mercedes here.
Yeah, it also looks like, I have a feeling, Unreal's went in as well.
Yeah, looks like that way, yeah. So whatever the +1 was maybe a decoy to follow the second Mercedes.
Yeah, a little dummy call maybe, thinking he's going to be racing somebody else, but playing the team game nevertheless to try and be a rear gunner for Joker here, especially for when Ginger comes up through the pack. It's going to be very, very interesting to see if these boys pit this turn. What do you think?
It does seem that Joker is gaining on Malacor here, though. So if he can get in that DRS, that pit stop between these could be really, really good. It dropped to just beneath a second there, so Malacor needs to have a target. Yeah, he has a target sector 3, which is like
box. Here we go. That is the call that we've been waiting to see. This is going to be super tight. Everybody stay glued to your screens on this lap. This is going to be pretty crazy coming out of here. Because that pace difference, if you look at Ginger, is only 18.5, and to Unreal's is only 20.
What's the pit stop time here?
Here we go.
What are we thinking?
Oh, it was a little bit slow there. But the Red Bull gets out very clean.
Not the best pit stop.
Oh, you can just see the cars in the background there. I'm not sure if you saw that. Have a look on the left-hand side here, see if anybody comes up.
Looks like Ginger's going to be there or thereabouts.
Yeah, this is going to be very close coming out of here. Oh, both of the Mercedes equal coming out of the pits. Cool.
Like
oh, immediately.
Oh, we've had a little moment there from Joker there. Hit the...
Yeah, I think he defended from thin air there.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Lost a lot of time, unfortunately, doing that.
Brain lag happened.
Incredible brain lag. Incredible brain lag. It seems like everybody
is...
is...
gone back to what we originally had. Well done, boys.
Congratulations, we have reset the race back to lap 1.
It does seem like we have dropped the seconds between the guys, though. It looks like there was a couple of seconds, and now it looks like we've squeezed it back up to a second per car. Good to see.
Yeah, right on top. I mean, we can now see on the onboard with Malacor here, them times. DRS is going to be wide open onto the back of Ginger here. Let's see if he can make a move.
What we haven't seen is that it does seem that Joker and Unreals do have a lot more pace compared to the Mercedes at the moment. They seem to be getting that gap right down. It was 3 seconds.
Definitely.
You must remember. And it looks like the Red Bulls are tussling. But also the Mercedes look like they are about to tussle as well.
I mean, I think Malacor is definitely going to be lining up a move on Ginger here. 100%. He's going to want him. He's going to want him soon. Yeah, Ginger's ERS like flashing away again, yeah. 100% there. And that gap is opening up to the Red Bulls again, though.
It's falling again, yeah. But I've noticed the Red Bulls have switched positions. Is this a tactic or is this pace now?
I think this could be pace. I think this middle stint is really on top of Unreal's here. I think he's got a very strong middle stint on their medium tyres that he's going to be able to put in. I reckon he could finish this off. It doesn't look like Joker's really got the answer to him, but Malacor once again is right on the gearbox of Ginger.
But is he going to be a day late and a dollar short here? We don't know. It's quite a long stretch.
Oh, we've got a lovely onboard shot here. Oh, he just sweeps round to the right-hand side. Basically, like, Ginger isn't even there. Wow, that was an incredible overtake. Yeah, here we go with the Red Bulls.
This looks like they're switching positions again. Looks like they're tactically trying to work out who's got the pace. But the Mercedes going side by side into turn 3 there.
Oh, big
like
defence.
Defending for his life here.
What's going to happen with this? This could be a very interesting overtake. Has a look down the inside. Ginger tried to stick it out on the outside, sorry.
Very clean, nice move there.
Very, very nice. Keeping it respectful, keeping it tidy. We've got the helicopter cam now being able to record this amazing
it's nice,
battle.
Isn't it, Josh, not having the terrible drone that they have in Spain. I can't wait to see that one again.
Yeah, we can't wait for the drone footage.
Love to see it.
Shaky nonsense that you can't see. Only high quality recordings here on the BSDF1 replays.
Love that.
Let's see, look at this. That gap is kept clean. Ginger's... I think he's going to be able to have a look here. He's right on top of the gearbox still. Both of the Red Bulls.
What I've noticed from Ginger, he's struggling coming up the last turn. He's not almost. He can't get the traction coming out of it. Whereas Malacor just seems to get that every single time. Watch in the next lap.
Yeah, next lap's going to be a pretty interesting one to be able to watch there. But I don't know if Malacor is going to be in the lead on this because you know Ginger is right on top of him. What Malacor lacks. What he gained, in the last turn, he loses here. But what's going to happen here? Leo keeps saying Leo. He retired a few years ago. Ginger has a look up the inside. Does sweep over. What's going to happen here?
We got back out again, turn 5. It's going to be neck and neck all the way down here. And one has to yield up. Oh, side by
no one's
side.
yielding.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
Very clean racing, unlike the Mercedes of the past.
Yes, exactly. Exactly that. We don't want to talk about 2016.
No, we don't. It does seem the Red Bulls are coming back into the race here.
They are really there.
And it does look like they're working together, which is unusual for these pair. They seem to be at each other's throats most of the time.
Looks like Malacor is in no order to be waiting here. He wants to be past Ginger as soon as possible, but that ERS light flashing is not a good sign.
So what do we think of the team orders between Mercedes here? Do you think they're going to work together on
Oh,
making
hang on,
sure
is this
they-
going to move up the inside quick? Oh, he changed the tighter line coming out of that corner.
Malacor's got a nicer line here. He's gone wide a little bit to avoid the collision there.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's got the pack.
Redbulls on our ass, man. Okay, they're worried about the Redbulls.
Yeah, Malacor went American there for some
Yeah.
reason. That's unusual for an English driver.
That is very unusual, but then again, he's been living in LA for a couple of years now, so that twang is there.
We haven't seen this yet. The Red Bulls are top of them.
These Mercedes need to stop fighting.
Look at that one. That's one of my favourite areas to see an overtake done. It looks like Ginger
He just keeps it.
keeps it. Nice move from Ginger there.
Lovely. They just slot back into position. Malacor is trying everything. Oh, he had a spinner at the back.
He had a spin. Did he look like he kept to catch the curbs there?
I think
Looks
so.
like a skill issue he had.
Yeah, big skill issue for Amrose. So we've
So
got a little
three
safety car
flags
now.
again.
We've got a safety car. So these safety cars are going to be dictated by the leader. The leader decides when everybody goes. Now, will the Mercedes work in tandem here, or will they try and get one over on each other? Let's
Yeah, I don't
see.
think so, Josh. At the moment, they've been pushing each other really hard. I think it's all-out war until the end.
I think so. I think you're
Oh, we got
100%
moved
right here. Here we are. Let's see what this restart is. Oh, kept the Rebels napping a little bit, it seems like, but they are already on the gearbox here.
Yeah, it seems like Joker's who's had a bit of a bad line through turn 1s and 2, but he's definitely he's fallen back off.
It's fallen back, yeah. I think he should let Unreal's go at this point, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. Malacor is really, really on the back of Ginger here. Wow, this is incredibly close racing. This is super, super tight. See what he does coming around the corner. Then Redbulls.
We know that Malacor doesn't like to dive bomb or lunge. He's very much of an easy-going driver when it comes to overtakes. He likes to do it on the straight, so it's be exciting to see if he actually does a lunge per se into one of the slower speed corners.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Malacor is one of these drivers where he looks composed all the time. I mean, look at this gap that he's closing up. He knows that DRS.
He gets such a better exit on the last turn going up the hill.
Oh, here we go.
It looks like Ginger is using a lot of ERS to pull away from him here. It looks like he's...
Everybody's lights
losing
flashing,
ERS.
but Malacor's here. Is he going to have a look up the inside? Oh, he tries the dummy, but Ginger doesn't fall for it, which is really, really smart.
Tell you what might happen here. Looks like Unreal's has got an unbelievable...
You could say an unreal launch.
Yeah, that would be cringe.
Oh,
if
here
I
we
go
go.
that
We've got
far. Here we
Malacor
go.
making a move already before the corner. Sticks it up the inside.
Very nice.
Wow.
Move from there. We've seen that before.
Now that was confidence on the brakes if I've ever seen it. Ginger is...
Looks like the Red Bulls are still jostling. It looks like they're not working together as well as they were at the start of the race here, and they look like they could be impacted. There could have been a second place on the cards here.
Oh, there definitely could have been a second place. I think having now then with Mercedes, we're both fighting with each other, was Red Bull's perfect time to get a bit of team orders in. Get either Joker or Unreals to really start battling the person who was in second at that point, Malacor. It would have really given... Oh, we've had a little switch of positions there. That doesn't look like
No, that looks
team
like...
orders.
No, that looks like...
Oh, they've both gone off.
We've had both had a red. Oh, that looks to me like they're becoming third and fourth.
How the hell did you go wobbly out there, go into the grass and still gain on me?
It looks to me like Ginger's having a moan like usual there. I'm not sure what he's on about being wobbly there when he's had a terrible exit out of the last turn every attempt.
Exactly that. I'm not too sure. Oh, Malacor's ERS is now charging. He's got that light flashing at the back here, but I think at the moment, I think the Red Bulls, this is it. Yeah, the Red Bulls have got something to look at here.
Unreal's goes for a little move.
What a move up the inside.
Yeah, same as what
Beautifully
Malacor's
done.
doing all race here. Well, it looks like they're fighting back. We know that this is a bit of a dangerous one for the pair of them. Looks like one might have to yield here.
Perfect. Back to the helicopter cam. We'll be able to see every bit of action on this battle unfolding. Tighter line there from Joker, but I don't think he can quite make it stick. Unreals is really good in that middle sector, like I was saying earlier on. Will he have a look up the inside?
Looks like the door's been shut well long ago.
He's keeping on his tail, though. Who do you think's going to Joker on the DRS there, Josh, you reckon?
It
Could be anyone, to be honest. It's hard to say because you could almost say Ginger could have this on Malacor, and you could say Joker could have it on Unreals. It's hard to say at the moment.
It's a very, very close race, this. It's very, very close. It looks like the Mercedes are in a bit of a league of their own, though, I must say, at the moment.
Yeah, it does look like they've got the advantage of the servers today. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, those Mercedes are, you know, the classic silver arrows, even if they're in a W13. I wouldn't say today is their unlucky number. See what the Redbulls are looking like here. Very close again, but
they are opening
there.
a big gap in Mercedes to the Redbulls at the moment. Though. It's back to 2 seconds again.
See, no, Ginger still can't close that gap coming out of the first sector. Bit of a off limits there, but I think he really gained. He actually lost time, it looked like. Not too much.
Yeah, not too much there. I think he needs to tidy up his racing a little bit. There's been a few opportunities for... Oh, we've had that for Ginger as well. I think they're pushing very hard, as you can see. Maybe the tyres are degrading a little bit. We know the mediums aren't the greatest around this circuit. The hard is probably the preferred choice, but on these shorter stint races, it's the mediums probably the best tyre for it, but we know it's not the best tyre for a race.
So last lap now is the last lap. Let's see what can Ginger do. Can he pull anything out of the bag? Josh, it looks like the Redbulls are out of this race.
Yes, it does look like the Redbulls are out, but what I will say is Joker is a he's back to 5 tenths. He was very close on Unreal's gearbox there, so it could have been an opportunity to overtake, but
he's looking for that P3 and he wants that trophy.
Yeah, it does seem that he's just dropped back at the wrong time. Maybe he tried for an opportunity to overtake at the wrong moment there.
Look at
looks
that
like
gap.
The gap has opened up a little bit.
Wow, that is a big gap for, again, a few laps to open up.
Ginger got out of shape there. Did you see that?
Yeah, big wobble. I think he's, like you said earlier, them tyres definitely are not, they're not happy. They're screaming. He's got that ERS charging as well. Just a couple more turns to Malacor here, and I think he'll have this one sealed and dilled. That's even a word. I don't know. So on board, he's been so clean this race, I think, Malacor. He's been precise. He's been... what a race that was. Holy sh**.
And it looks like he enjoyed that one.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely liking this. Oh.
It wasn't that fun.
Oh, and Ginger comes over the radio there just to let... I don't think he really enjoyed that one. Well, Josh...
No, but he was in second place. I don't think he should complain. I've seen that in a couple of races. He does that, where he just prematurely complains about a good result.
Yeah, I think that's incredibly close. Great racing from both teams there, the Red Bull and the Mercedes, showing that they've got team play. I think the Red Bulls probably had a little bit less team play. What would you say? Yeah,
it looks like the Red Bulls, they started off as they should have gone on, to be honest. It looks like they did a bit of team play. It looks like the end that they both went a bit rogue and went for both the third place rather than focusing together, trying to get second and maybe even first place. I think it could have been on the cards, but it does look like the Mercedes were just on a different league today. Definitely,
yep. I think they got the setups right. I think the team play was great. There were some great battles from both of the Mercedes, but they kept it clean, and that was what was important. Some good clean racing from the Red Bulls, but you're right there, Josh. They just didn't have the same level that the Mercedes had this weekend.